Are you having trouble managing your money? Have you wondered how the rich stay rich or how they even got richer? Right now, some of you might be in that stage of life where you are financially comfortable. Or perhaps you've just started your first job and have a little bit of income coming in. But how do you manage all of that? Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. It's true, wealthy people handle their money differently from everybody else. We're talking about the super wealthy, the well-heeled, the haves, the 1%. In comparison to peasants like you and me, they have entirely different methods of earning, spending, and saving money. It seems that they have some hidden knowledge thanks to their wealthy bloodlines. But even without owning their wealth, you can still emulate their financial practices. Be sure to watch to the end to learn how to manage your money like the rich. The founder of Rich Global LLC and the Rich Dad Company, Robert Kiyosaki, said, "It's not about how much money you make, but about how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. It doesn't matter a whole lot if you make $1 million today if you squander it tomorrow." Real strength comes from rationing, or as most of us call it, budgeting. Coming from quote-unquote old money means so much more than someone making money and holding it for a few generations. This means that someone was able to make money and then multiplied it throughout generations. Essentially, he made money work for him. In the United States, only 30% prepare a long-term financial plan that includes investment goals. A psychological point of view reveals that when you have cash, it attracts more cash. You build up wealth when you accumulate money or when you have the habit of accumulating money, whereas you always have no money when you don't have the habit. The amount of money you earn does not really matter, so in order to properly manage your money like the rich, you should first develop the habit of accumulating money. When middle-class people buy assets, they are actually acquiring liabilities. They take on loans and credit card debt. You see, even if they own a large house in which they reside, it is not an asset. It's a liability. Now you may wonder why. If your assets don't yield significant income, you are hoarding a liability. Take a moment to think. Where does your money go each month? Are you spending it all? When you earn more, do you think you will start to save more? Perhaps invest more. Assume you make twice or 3 times as much as you do now. Exactly where would that money go? I'll tell you this, if you want to know how to effectively manage your money like the rich, you need to plan. And unless you start planning for your money now, you will never be able to do so in the future. It's the habit, not the amount, that matters most. Even if you're making minimum wage, it doesn't matter. Let's say you make $2,000 a month. If you cannot manage that $2,000 well, $5,000, $10,000, or even $15,000 will be no different. Your mind will be left wondering where all that money went. And when you have more money, you're most likely to have more stuff, and you'll probably be in more debt. This may include higher credit card debts, and in that case, you would think, oh, if I just get to $20,000 or $30,000, then my problems will disappear. Well, guess what? Nothing will happen. If you never change your habits, things will only get worse. Almost everyone thinks that money has only one purpose, and that is to spend it. Once I have money, I spend it, right? Well, the truth is, money holds 4 jobs in the real world. Only people who are broke grow up believing money has only one job. Those who are smarter understand money has 2 jobs. The first is to spend and the second is to save. Those who are extremely smart know that money has 3 jobs: to spend, to save, and to invest. But it is only the wisest people who understand that money really has 4 jobs, and that is to spend, to save, to invest, and to donate. As an example, Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, has donated $43 billion throughout his life. The Gates family also has an approximate lifetime donation of $30 billion. There are some people who have more than they need, while others lack even the bare necessities. Making donations bridges the gap, and it is a very important bridge. anyone can donate. It's just a matter of scale. If you are only starting out in business or as a corporate professional, the sooner you realize this concept, the sooner you will be able to manage your money properly like the rich. As someone in midlife, you don't have a lot of time. You will need to catch up, but that's better than not doing anything at all. At every step of the way, ask yourself this question: what are some of the smarter things I could do with the money I have? Let's keep it simple, because if you complicate your money management system, you will not use it. No one will use it. If you want to manage your money like the rich, then you should start using Dan Locke's bucket money management system. The theory is based on the book The Richest Man in Babylon. Using this theory, the total monthly income is divided into 5 buckets and is used accordingly. Bucket number 1, the necessity bucket. You use this bucket to pay your general bills. The money you use for food and clothes comes from here. Set aside 60% of your total income in this account every month. That's 60 cents out of every dollar that comes in. For every $1,000 you make a month, $600 goes into this bucket. If you make $10,000 a month, then $6,000 goes into this bucket. You can pay your electricity bills, water bills, internet, fuel, and all that stuff from this bucket. Bucket number 2, the emergency bucket. The money in this bucket is used in case of an emergency. 10% of your monthly income should go into this bucket. That means for every dollar you earn, 10 cents should go into this. This money should be reserved exclusively for emergencies only. You may need the funds for medical expenses or for a family emergency. Emergencies can occur at any time, which is why, well, they're called emergencies. If something bad happens suddenly, you want that money to be there. Do not touch it for any other reason. Bucket number 3, the investment bucket. Your retirement fund will eventually come from this bucket. 10% of your monthly income will also go into this. With this money, you can buy stocks and invest anywhere with a safe return. You are not to be greedy here. Stay away from schemes that promise high returns. A 10 to 15% yield should be satisfactory enough. Compounding over time will provide you with enough money to retire. Bucket number 4, the learning bucket. This will also take up 10% of your monthly income. It's the money you invest in yourself. Use it to learn new skills and to improve your knowledge. With this money, you can pay for coaching, events, seminars, and online courses. Here's where you take the money for a new book. As you learn, your income skills will improve, eventually compounding your income. Bucket number 5, the fun bucket. This is the last bucket, but it's far from the least. It is a fun bucket after all. The last 10% of your monthly income goes into this. It's your Mont Blanc pen or whatever luxury you'd like to buy with your money. You see, having control over your spending on luxuries is the key to managing your money like the rich. You can't use money from other buckets to pay for fun-related expenses. Those of us who earn little money might not be able to fill the actual bucket of necessities. What do we do then? The bucket money management theory is actually meant to establish a habit of managing money. If you're not able to do 10% for each of the last 4 buckets, you can just do 5%. That would be 80, 5, 5, 5, and 5. You may even opt for 2.5% if you think you earn very little. What is important is that you have a habit in place to manage your money and utilize it efficiently. Because if you don't have such a habit, no matter how much money comes in, it will go away without you even realizing it. And when you suddenly can't work anymore, you will have nothing. And that is all the time that we have today, folks. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And on your way out, do remember to click on that bell icon too, so you can remain updated about all of our future videos. We'll see you next time.